high level, of course, because we are supposed to play on upscale. We had donation goal. This is going
What
to
seems
be
like an
fun.
eternity. Your rapid descent.
Everyone all right? No shattered knees? Good.
Jedzonko.
Just me then.
If there is time later, I would like to try
Ale
that again
dziękuję.
without the souls.
Did anyone bring a ladder?
Laying low.
Uuu, pułapki!
This something.
I failed to disarm? I failed to disarm again? Okay, so we have to be very cautious. Damn. And I don't have the scroll.
Hey,
Hey there.
hey.
Ah,
Co ty robisz?
What?
I'm ready.
Będzie trochę wkurwiająco się szło, bo
Yep.
są te jebane pułapki, nie? Których nie
Zara
mogę
is
rozbroić,
ready.
bo zamuliłem trochę. Ale to zamuliłem wcześniej.
That didn't work. Just like old.
That's lots of stuff. Dalej nie widać, bo... Hopefully we can just... Come on.
Damn here, no one! I will.
Whew, good thing I sold most of my good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
Yes?
Zoe is ready to tank the traps.
Zawa is ready.
Sure.
Zawa is ready.
Hey. Hey there.
What?
Here! No one!
I'm ready. Just like old.
Sword. But yeah, I'm too... Couldn't be bothered with that.
Here, no one!
Stand forever.
Laying low.
Very well.
They'll never know I'm here.
Okay, I'm going from the left.
Hey there.
Zawa is ready.
Hey there. Hey there.
Wow, that's lots of golds. use spells, but let's do this. It's just too nice.
What? Zawa is ready. I will walk unseen. Very well.
Yeah, I really don't remember this location, man. Woo!
Keeping an eye out.
Okay. I don't like those traps at all, and you know what? Just vessels. Lots of them there. Oh, that's the trigger. Yeah. Yeah, now
I
we
will.
could have gold. Wait. Yeah, maybe we can get to 10k, you know?
I see where you're going with that. There. What did I tell you?
Okay, Zava, you open. I think it fits, man. I don't expect Barbarian to sound anything different than this. What happens here?
My old, you are so different now from who you were then. I can only, after all, I will it was that,
She's not serious.
what it shook, and the Nguithan you have, what if the, what if, I ask these things not to trouble you. I need to know why at first I thought this might be the source of your soul, yet if there is anything in, that the gods if you will not, Theos will not wait for you. If you do not catch up to him now, if I repent, all I have.
Yo, I don't remember what did we promise. Wait, we have Hela, right? What do you promise to Hela? Wait. Return souls to the bodies they were intended for. Okay.
For my part, if ever.
I respect her wishes, I don't care. Okay, is it hailable? Yeah.
I'll see what's ahead.
What up?
Keeping an eye out.
Yeah?
Lol.
Isn't this something?
Yes? Zawa is ready. Zawa is ready. Zawa is ready.
Hey there.
Hey,
I'm ready.
What I can say
I'm
is
here.
at least we see them.
Hey there.
Zawa is ready. Yes? Yes?
Check this out.
Don't even blow it! As you say.
Slowly now.
Oh, it's a hill. Yo. Okay, Zawa, are you ready? Oh shit, dude.
Blood runs dry.
I guess this hill was one time. Destroy spirits and hits. But it's two-handed Morning Star, fuck off. What up, Manisk?
Not a sound.
Alright. Let's get down to business. No longer streaming? Well,
Yeah?
adult life just
Hey.
called, you know. I couldn't live off streaming. Had to get a job,
I'm ready.
get involved, you know.
Uh-huh.
I never forget my commie friends.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
What up there?
wonder how things would have gone different 15 years ago. I could... By the time I'd cooled off... I don't regret it. Still... Keeping an eye out.
Okay, Zawa, you open everything. Thank you. Can we get? No, still no. Alright. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Can we finish the game? Last time it was so easy. It was so easy. Let the history repeat itself. By the way, but in one aspect. Because last
Do
time
not be deceived by the darkness.
he dominated
It
like
is an
half of my
illusion.
team.
There is a path here.
So this time let's avoid that. This part is unnecessary. Are here traps? Style.
We light our own path now, Watcher.
I don't suppose you could make a few bridges the same way, hmm?
Whoa.
Can you do that again? I had something in my eye. Missed most of it.
That didn't work.
Wow, that was fast.
Let's try that again.
Okay.
They'll never know I'm here.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's not cool.
I'm here. Let's try that.
Oh, these are right. Anyway,
Laying low.
there is only one way, right? Oh, so I think.
A nebula of souls, blind and brimming with potential. A song. No end, Watcher. None know. That.
Whew, good thing I sold most of my jewelry.
More fight. Oh shit, that's big.
I'm ready.
The door.
Very well.
Do we open there?
I'll
Then?
take a peek.
Do we open
And if I
those
find
door?
something good, you can have half.
Please tell me, do we open these? Yeah, right, if we gave them the other weapon, but these are so weak that I don't know. Just switching back and forth.
As you say.
Laying low.
That's probably useless. Alright. So there is door.
Slowly now.
I probably should rest, right? Maybe eat something. Yeah, rest. Okay. Damage flanked. Yeah, that's it. That's what we're doing. No, you stay whatever you're doing. Let's go. Uh-huh.
Not a sound.
I think you could jump down there? No? I didn't see the option for that. Fuck it. I rested too early. I probably should have rested before. Now I have only one rest left. But maybe we don't need that.
They'll never know I'm here.
What's up with the traps? Last moment for Reap. Chcesz zobaczyć koniec gry?
Are you ready to take the oath? To spread the word of the gods to the lost and heathen? I am trusting you to remain loyal to the gods in this. If you do not, you will have greater powers than me to answer to. I wouldn't ask this were there any other choice.
When do we eat food? Maybe now. It's not like we need that or anything, you know. I guess it's smart to use it. Whatever, I don't even remember what I gave them, fuck it. Okay. Wait a moment.
And what does the flame...
Run!
This is
Run,
a
I
mission.
ate!
Alcyonis.
You are ready to give a confession?
Oh, fuck off. All quests done, my friends.
I'm ready to hear one from you.
No, no, teraz będzie walka. Teraz będzie final fight. That's it. We still can crash the game.
How did you find it? Another in a string of acts of petty defiance. Then she should have obeyed. What of your
Spies.
yet yet oh I am and the you I gather you have had your soul awakened. Why else would you shout
Do we
my
need to talk
footsteps
to
like
him?
some stray mongrel? You think I have something to offer you? I answered your questions once. I have all the heart. When plague arrived at the great city of Arborensis, I saw to it that the cure. Hear me, Woodick.
Can you let me play? Okay, my heart is racing right now. Fuck me. That was too fast.
Pixie.
Oh, it's Vessel! Okay, this orb sucks. Okay, this worked. Yeah, that's why I want to fuck them up first.
What?
Yeah?
Still not flanked, man. Okay, now it is. This shit doesn't trigger. Okay, this one there. I need to heal. Not on you.
Hey there.
Holy shit, dude. Fuck yeah. Okay. Now he's casting confusion and everything is gone. That sucks, man. That sucks. Wow, it was in time. She's confused, that's not cool. Let's weaken him. You, change the weapon. Terrify. Oh no, this will hurt. I cannot really and now Pilar, which is also pretty bad. He has lots of heals, and okay. Do you have any negative effects here? Just his spell just jumping, right? You got way too close, but okay. Cleansing flame, huh? Okay, he has this, but I need something better. This hurts as fuck, man. Uh-oh. Can get her up, but I think not yet.
evidence.
Dude, that's bad.
Knock.
Immediately getting up again, but the issue is he's still under effect of this thing.
Kick it. See if it's real.
What's despondent blows?
Hey,
Oh my god, the pillar. And flame again. Oh yeah! Zawa killed Taos. Zawa was ready all this time.
That's the servant down, and the mistress still to go. A good start, worthy of being built upon.
Theos followed his mistress's orders too well. I don't know if it's a blessing or a curse that he will remember this again
She's
one day
clapping.
after he makes it through the wheel.
some point, you have to look at the things your god is telling you to do. And ask yourself if it's worth it.
We got it, Rogue. So many hours with Rogue now.
This man held to the world harder
So
than
much
any I've
life
known.
to waste.
His suffering was plain to see.
Can't help but feel sorry for him. To live so long without a fresh
I
start,
didn't.
with no chance to wonder what's around the corner.
What do we do with him? Guys, let's go. Chat decides. First person says, return into the cycle, tear his soul apart, banish his soul, destroy all memories, tear his soul apart. Wait, what? It's twice. Okay. Let's banish him. Or let's return it to the cycle. What gives effect in Pillars 2? They say 1, let's
To
go.
apply the teachings of Durance would more immediately satisfy the cravings in my bones. But this is the stronger lesson, for his soul is already marked by his own hand.
Some acts cannot be forgiven, it seems.
That's rough. Still, if anyone deserves it. Look out, Palagina!
What happened?
The end of wood that
So much. Now you...
Theos, he had hold of your soul from a long time. I meant you'll be feeling better soon then. Got a lot. If it after.
I will.
Where's your loot, bitch?
I have observed you, Watcher. You have... And now... The exile... Finish the work Theos began. Strengthen Woodica with these souls and allow her to become the most powerful of all the gods. With you... You say that...
Woohoo!
Let that be the last.
Thank you for gifted sub. Man is back on the board. Thank you, Michał. Return souls to the bodies.
At your command, the ancient device became your instrument, spinning to life with deafening resonance.
No, we supported
gathering
Hylia.
the swirling essence like thread on a great spindle. There, in the pale, pulsing glow of the machine that set you on this path long ago, you summoned all your
You know what's the worst?
focusing on your objective and blocking out all
This will
else.
take forever.
With a single concussive blast that rocked the chamber.
Be right back.
Dark and dormant. Then your eyes closed, and sleep welcomed you at long last. After coming to and searching for some time, you discovered the route Theos used to enter Sun and Shadow, and embarked on a long and arduous ascent back to the surface. You emerged in Ter Evron after days of tunneling through the rubble Theos had left behind, and when you stepped into the daylight, you were faced with a different Deerwood than the one you had left. At your direction, the souls diverted by Theos were guided back to the vessels originally meant for them. For the first time, parents of hollow-born children woke to the cries of their infants and looked into their eyes to see them staring back. People fell to their knees where they stood, thanking Helia or Mogren, or even Aethys for their forgiveness of whatever guilt they felt they bore. But for all the relief that had come to some parents, others only found new grief. For many thousands of Hollowborn had died during Widewind's legacy, many by their parents' own hands. For those children, there would be no homecoming. Yet the last Hollow birth was in the past now, and those parents willing to risk trying for a new child were frequently rewarded, often with twins. Many felt they saw Helia's hand in it, and the year would be remembered as the year of Helia's splendor. Lord Radric's zeal had brought him back to life once, but it would not do so again. Radric's destruction at your hands spelled the end of his suffocating rule over Gilded Vale and the surrounding area. In his absence, the village prospered, becoming a popular destination for new settlers anxious to leave Defiance Bay after the riots. Without a nearby ruler, it also grew more wild, with many settlers moving on as soon as they'd arrived, turned off by lawlessness that was excessive even by Deerwooden standards. Nevertheless, despite the challenges of living there, Gilded Vale had survived, and would continue to survive for the foreseeable future. Following the assassinations of Duke Avar Wolfgren and Lady Webb, Defiance Bay was thrown into political upheaval. In the ensuing weeks, the streets had become the domain of looters and blackguards. Few dared to step outside their own doors alone or unarmed. But order would soon come from an unexpected source. House Dominel, realizing that stability was good for business, brought the city's criminal elements in line through a systematic campaign of fear and intimidation. Capitalizing on the mutual antipathy of the Dozens and the Knights of the Crucible, House Dominel continued to manipulate both groups from the shadows, ensuring their decline and eventually supplanting their authority in Defiance Bay. Defiance Bay was served well by the Dominel's rise. Their subtle political maneuvers and lack of legal oversight allowed them to broker a number of favorable trade deals, rekindling the city's economy. Although their cautious approach in the Legacy's aftermath had perhaps denied them broad notoriety outside of Defiance Bay, House Dominel's wealth and influence both continued to grow unchecked. Though the machine atop Ter Noaneth had been drained of its accumulated essence, the machine had not seen its last use. Heritage Hill was rebuilt, and no sooner had the first families moved in to resettle the district than members of the Leaden Key, acting under standing orders from their Grand Master, climbed the tower and reactivated the machine. The initiates slew a handful of the new settlers under cover of night and watched as history repeated itself, the victims reanimating and devouring the survivors. After this second incident, the district would remain abandoned. The Duke's assassination at the apparent hands of an animancer had caused catastrophic rioting in the streets of Defiance Bay. But those who had escaped the melee in the palace hearings remembered the testimonies of the strange guest who had shown up that day and absolved animancy, implicating the Leaden Key instead. The rumor spread quickly, and soon the popular belief was that the assassin had been a Leaden Key spy. When the legacy had lifted, people came to see it not as a sign that the riots had been according to the gods' wishes, as Theos had hoped, but as a confirmation that animancy had never been the source of the problem in the first place. Deerwoodans instead convinced themselves that the riots had somehow purged Defiance Bay of Leaden Key spies, and that the end of Widewind's legacy was their well-deserved reward. The rage against animancers was quickly forgotten, and those who had survived were permitted to return to Brackenbury Sanitarium and rebuild it so they might resume their studies. The town of Deerford had seen the last of the cult of Scan. Dark rumors about the town's many curses quickly faded, and travelers soon returned. Abidon's renewal brought new vigor and purpose to a god long known for quiet, steady labor. Handicraft saw a revival in the Deerwood, and no smith wanted for an apprentice. Additionally, Abidon's restored interest in preservation led to redoubled efforts to survey Ingwithan ruins. Animancers and craftsmen alike found much to study, but tensions with Air Glanfath rose. As for Stalwart, the Battle of Caron's Scar only strengthened their resolve to unlock the mysteries of Durgan steel and build new marvels with the White Forge. However, Stalwart's ambitions brought them into further conflict with the Raid Serens, as more and more impoverished communities gathered at the border and vowed to finish the work of the Iron Flail. It would be many generations before the region saw peace. The Flames That Whisper clan found a cautious peace with Stalwart, particularly once the villagers heard of the aid the ogres had offered against the Eyeless. The clan moved back into the Russet Wood, and as Stalwart grew in prestige, the villagers formed a tighter alliance with their ogre neighbors. Within a generation, ogre traders visited Stalwart, and village hunters were welcome in the Russet Wood. Zawa came to peace with the end of the Takan people, and decided instead to start anew. He traveled to Defiance Bay, where he took up residence with the Scribners of the Hand Occult for a time. He spent his time there writing down everything he could remember of the Takan and their way of life. When he was finished, the voluminous set of tomes was given to the Hall of Revealed Mysteries, so that the Takan legacy might live on. Free from the burden of her memory, Maneha soon left the gift-bearers and resumed adventuring. Now that she had a taste for the world, she wanted to experience it anew. Maneha rediscovered her zest for battle, extravagance, and romance. She kept her gaze on the horizon, looking from one journey to another more distant, from the lover in her arms to another more fervent. Hers was a life of excitement, violence, and passion. She moved too quickly for regret to catch up with her, and she hoped only that she might outpace it in the next life as well. The fortress of Cadnua emerged as a bastion of security in the midst of an untamed land, becoming the envy of every Thane and Earl in Deerwood. Legend grew over time of its impregnability, and stories of formidable invaders easily scattered by the keep's defenses became popular around the hearths of Deerwoodinians. Likewise, it also became a beacon to travelers, merchants, and visiting dignitaries alike. Reputed as the finest fortress in all Deerwood, people would journey from near and distant lands alike to experience its fabled hospitality and grandeur. After the death of the Master below, a strange quiet fell over the endless paths of Odd-Nua. The attacks on the fortress above ceased, Odd-Nua's silent titan the closest remaining thing to a master in its musty, forgotten passages. Pallegina had followed her orders from the Duke's bells, helping establish an exclusive trade arrangement between the Valian republics and the tribes of Glonfath. With the Deerwood's people still weakened by Weidman's legacy, the Valian republics easily pushed their would-be competitors out of the market. The Deerwoods suffered as terribly from the lost trade as the republics benefited from it. Pallegina was honored for her service by being assigned as the personal guard of the Duchess of Spirento. Despite her success, she regretted the choices she had made along the way. Haravius took his leave of the party and, after his first bath in years, returned to his nomadic lifestyle. With his homesickness expunged, he found renewed joy and tranquility in his wandering survey of the wilderness. For the first time in his life, he ventured beyond sight of the mountains of Glonfath. During his travels, he penned numerous journals and sketches detailing his travels through frozen tundra, searing desert, and tropical forests. Wherever he went, Haravius left behind stories of the Autumn Druid, a temperamental, one-eyed wise man of the forest, known to bring food to lost travelers and unusual advice to anyone willing to ask him a question. Adair chose not to return home to Gilded Vale. Still most comfortable far from cities, he settled in Deerford, which, like many towns in the Deerwood, was beginning the slow process of rebuilding. Believing now that it was the obligation of Kith to be the leaders their gods had not, Adair was soon named mayor of the town, and under his guidance, Deerford soon began to prosper. He expelled the last of the Scanites from the area and drew new settlers with the offer of land, a trick he had learned from someone he otherwise preferred to forget. With each passing day, Deerford would come to more closely resemble the Gilded Vale of Adair's childhood, the one worthy of its name. When the dust settled in sun and shadow, Aloth looked upon the remains of Theos Ixarchanon, his former master. He saw where the Grand Master had gone wrong and what would be required to undo the harm Theos had wrought. With a flick of his wrist, he burned Theos's robe, headdress, and every other symbol of the man's power. Never again, he vowed, should Kith live in fear and blind obedience to an authority they did not understand. Armed with the knowledge and courage he had gained on his journeys with the Watcher, he set out on the long and lonely task of dismantling the Leaden Key. With both their aims fulfilled, Kanarua bid the Watcher farewell and sailed back to his beloved Rawatai. There, he came before the Lore College, determined to guide his people down a better path. Before his intrigued peers, he spoke of the accomplishments of the great people of Engryth and their efforts to bring peace to Rawatai and the myriad cultures of Eora. He presented the shattered tablet as proof of the Tonvi Oratoa's existence beyond Rawatai's borders and the shared ideals of Eora's peoples. Kana called for a new age in Rawatai culture, where his people might take their place at the forefront of progress and pave the way toward a better future. Kanarua's speech proved inspiring, and his voice came to be considered an influential one in the push toward continued progress in the northern continent. With Theos defeated and the souls released from sun and shadow, healthy children were born once again in the Deerwood. Pleasant and peaceful memories rose to fill the cracks in the grieving mother's mind. She returned to the birthing bell, unaware that the village nearby had become an empty desolation in her absence. Thus she began her tireless vigil atop the Adra, awaiting mothers and children who never came. Durance used Magrin's strength only until Theos had been cast from the world, and then swore off her influence entirely. Regret came to weigh heavily on his mind, and a man who had never previously lacked for words or opinions came to embrace silence and contemplation. He continued to wander, penniless and destitute, searching now not for the reason for his goddess's silence, but for a mechanism for revenge. The charred robes he continued to wear as a reminder that he had been burned by his goddess, and not just by the flames of the Godhammer. Sagani experienced the 4 months of her journey back to Masuk in vivid colors. She strove to memorize every moment of her final trip through the Deerwood, Glonfoth, the Valian Republics, and beyond, preparing to tell her village of what she had seen on her long journey. All of Masuk shared in her triumph, and she felt her pride and elation magnified by the joy of her village. Never again did she doubt the value of her sacrifices. After decades as a long hunter, Sagani finally became one of Masuk's most respected elders. She guided her community with wise counsel, and a generation after she finally passed, another huntress journeyed into the world to find her soul. For you, the death of Theos brought an end to your waking visions, and a silence to the whispers of the past. In their absence, you were able to sleep. The questions of a distant lifetime ceased to trouble your soul. All that remained was what to make of the answer. But at the moment, there was little to be done, and the matter would have to wait. A long journey loomed ahead, made no easier by your decision to bring an infant to Sun and Shadow.
Hey, finally! What do you guys think? What class are we going for? Rogue Cypher. I have few propositions already. So, the Rudiment Mindstalker. Wait, Mindstalker?